Hi guys, this video will be the last one for the transform. In the last video, we have learned how to use transform such as translation and rotation. And this video will be kind of application of those things. So in this video, we are going to make this kind of spiral circles on two-dimensionally. So before going into this final goal, we can try to do this one first. So we are going to draw the circles from the center. So as we change it, as you change the angles and distance from the center, we can draw this kind of spiral circles. So from the center, we will draw the circle and we will change the degree, the angle, and the distance from the center. That result in this kind of spiral thing. So this is the example. So at each stage, we can change, we can make it bigger, the diameter of the circles, so we can see some different effect. So first of all, let's try to make this one first. Yeah, to draw these things, we need three different variables. So the diameter of the circle, the angles, and the distance from the center. So let's declare the variable first. So diameter, this is for the diameter for the circles, and angles and distance. So we need three variables. And setup function, we have to initialize those things, right? So let's open the canvas into 900, and then let's clear the background into 0. So we need to initialize all these variables, right? So we can use this kind of style. So all these variables will be initialized into 0. And then let's go to the draw function. So what we have to do? We need to translate to the center of the canvas, right? So let's use translate function and go to the center using this one. And then we need to rotate little by little, right? So you need to rotate with angle. So first of all, the angle was initialized into 0, but this variable will be changed little by little. And then let's draw the ellipse first. Where? So this is the thing. So we have rotated and translate already. So you can draw the distance and 0. This is kind of a horizontal line. So using the diameter and diameter, right? And then, so after drawing this one circle, we have to change the angle a little, kind of this radian, and distance should be changed a little too. So that's the end. So let's run this code first. Oh, so the background is black and the filling color is black too. So let's change the fill colors first. And how to change this? So I'm gonna change the fill color according to the angle. Times 2 will be probable. And let's run it. What happened? What did it do? So after translating, after rotating and filling and distance, I think that's fine. Oh, the diameter should be larger than 0. I'm sorry. So diameter is initialized into 0. The other angle and distance is initialized into 0. I know, diameter is 10. So with this one, you can see this one. So we can see the spiral circles, right? So you have to set some terminal condition. So you can use the distance variable for the terminal condition. So if this is larger than width divided 2, this is kind of full size. Yeah, width. You can change the background into 0 first, and then the distance should be initialized into 0 and angle 2. And what about diameter? Diameter will be a little bigger in each stage by times 1.5. I think that's it. So let's run this code first. So this is the first picture. So if you get fit to the canvas size, it will be initialized into next one. So the circle is a little bigger. So let's take a look at for a while. So this is second size, and this is third, the last one. Maybe you can change the field color in respect to angle or some distance or something else. You need to try to some other variant. Okay, now you know how to do one spiral circles. Then let's draw 9 spiral circles. So we'll change the diameter to, and yeah. So let's make it this one. So after opening the size into 900 by 900, we can, no, you don't need to do that. So we will gonna use no stroke. I think that's it for the setup. And then let's go into the draw function. So we will clear the background into white, and then we have to draw 9 different things, right? So we will use nested for loop. So for int x equals 0 and x is less than 3, x plus plus. And inside the for loop, we will use one more for loop using y variable, y plus plus. So we have to code right here. So we will change the diameter with in respect to the x and y. So if you go to the right bottom, the diameter will be bigger and bigger. So let's declare the variable first, float diameter, and then let's set the diameter into kind of this times 3. So if you go to the right bottom, the diameter will be a little bigger and bigger. And then we will draw each kind of cell. So let's call these things cells. So we have 3 columns and 3 rows, and finally we have 9 different cells. To draw each cell, you have to translate to the center of the cell. So let's use translate function. Before using translation or rotation, so keep in mind, you need to push matrix first, right? And then you have to pop matrix too after finishing all the things. So you have to code between this push matrix and pop matrix. So let's go to the center of each cells. So you need to where x time is divided by 3 and y times divided by 3. So if you translate like this, let's say if x is 0 and y is 0, there will be 0, 0, right? So that's same. If you have 2 for the x and 2 for the y, this will be right here, right here. So you have to translate once again to get to the center of each cell. So translate. What do you have to add? So we have to add the half of each of the cells. So this divided by 3 will be the width of each cells, and you need to divide it once again. Right, divide by 3 and divide by 2. So with these two translate function, we can get to the center of each kind of cell. And what you have to, after translate, you have to draw the spiral circles, right? So we need one more for loop. So let's use for float angle. A means angle equals 0. A is less than 2 pi times 15. So 2 pi means 360 degrees, and times 50 means we are gonna repeat. We are gonna repeat 15 times, right? So 50 means the thickness of the spiral circles, and then angle should be increment a little, and distance should be a little too. Let's make a little bigger. So I didn't declare this variable, right? So in the first part of the for loop, let's declare the distance too, equal 0. So AD, this variable should be AD, right? So here A means the angle and D means distance. So what you have to do, we have to do the same thing. So push matrix first and pop matrix later, and between those two things you need to code. So rotate, angle, and let's fill the colors with in aspect to x and y. So x times around 112 is kind of a random choice, times and 0. And let's draw the ellipse where distance, diameter, and diameter. And after drawing the pop matrix, right? So this part, this for loop is for drawing one spiral circles. So we'll repeat these things 3 times in a column, 3 times in a row. I think that's it. Yeah, let's run it. See, we have this one. So we have used 3 times 4 loops. So with these 4 loops, we can draw 3 columns and 3 rows, right? So in each cells, you can draw spiral circles with this one. So keep in mind, you have to use push matrix and pop matrix. And inside the for loop, you have to use push matrix and pop matrix. And between those things, you need to code what you want. So maybe you can use this code to make a much more beautiful one. Please try to that. Bye.